White day on hard mode for the white chrysanthemum ending. This is going to include pretty much everything I know about the game. I've learned through about 12 different playthroughs to get the platinum ending. One important tip that I should begin with is cutscenes. When the janitor's chasing you, the cutscenes are the best way to avoid it. Knowing where those cutscenes are is going to help you more than anything else in the game really can. Once you hit that cutscene, the janitor's gone, you respawn somewhere else. So pretty much this walkthrough is going to employ using the cutscenes to the full extent of our ability. And with that, let's begin. We're going for white chrysanthemum, so I will show you every dialogue option you need to get white chrysanthemum, as well as all the tips to actually beat the game. And we'll be playing on hard mode, since that's the only thing that can really give me a challenge while not being quite as ridiculous as hell. And we'll be skipping through most of the cutscenes. I'll just tell you what you need to do, but there's no point really watching all these. If you want to watch them all, there's plenty of videos on YouTube that give you a full cinematic-like movie cut together. This is simply to get you to beat the game. Okay, so the first thing you do, you spawn here. You have to get through all these stupid things. There's a felt tip pin, which allows you to save. When you want to save, you just go to one of these boards where the 5 photos are, hit that, and that's how you save your game. So the first place you go, again, after getting through all these little pop-ups, is the only room that's available. Turn that light on. You'll notice a soy milk here, which allows you to heal, so you'll definitely want to pick that up. And usually not use it like I just did in a hurry. So there's the map. We have to pick that up before we go any further. That's right there at that bookshelf. And now, once you have the map in your inventory, you're going to want to go to these set of double doors, where you will hear there is someone else in the school. Now that we've heard that, you're going to open the door, see the 2 girls, go there. Now to get white chrysanthemum, we're going to have to do this. You're going to want to go to You Guys Scared Me, which is left. If you hit the R1, L1 buttons, it's an easier way than having to use your D-pad and have to navigate. So just hit L1, then we skip through that. Next you're going to hit R1, which is homeroom B or 8.
What?
Left, which is that's none of your business.
Fine.
Right, which is no, why should I help you?
Look, don't be a jerk. Jacob and I didn't know.
So now just hurry up and go run right to the girls' bathroom, and the cutscene will play. And again, hit right, which is so you want me to stand here. And then just keep hitting right. No, you do it.
You want me to do it?
No, you do it.
Please. Pretty please.
No, you do it. Okay, now we're out of that. We're going to open the door. We're going to go right back to those 2 double doors. And the first thing we're going to look for is the wire cutters, which are going to be right on this table right here. Pick those up. Next, you're going to want your ladder, so pick up the note there, get rid of that, pick up your ladder. The phone starts ringing, but it's just to give you a bit of a scare. There's no point in actually picking up the phone. In fact, you actually can't. So now we're going to carry the ladder along with our wire cutters right back to the girls' bathroom. And we're going to set that on the ground. Then interact with it to climb up it. And then interact with the grate to cut the grate off with the wire cutters. And now There's a grate on the floor. We're going to interact with it yet again to enter it. Okay, and now we're inside the vents. Now, once you approach this other grate, you're going to have a cutscene play where you see the janitor for the first time beating somebody. He looks like a real friendly sort, doesn't he? Well, you're going to be having some encounters up close and personal with him very soon. Skip through that. Okay, so now we're going to continue on in the vent. You're going to see there's steam blocking you. So we can't go ahead, so we're going to have to turn to the left. Then once you hit the fork, you're going to go to the left again. Get a pop-up about puzzles. And then you're going to see this little wheel thing, which you're going to have to keep interacting with and spinning it to close the valve. Now one steam vent is going to be shut off, but we had two. So you're going to have to continue ahead and then go to the right and interact with this valve as well. Close that one. Now both valves have been closed. Now we're going to continue ahead to where we saw the steam. Slow and steady. See, no more steam blocking us. Now we can interact with this grate again. Do the same thing we did earlier, which is snip it off. Now the grate's gone, so we're just going to, we don't have to interact, we just push forward and drop down. Cutscene plays, alarm goes off. Now we get a bunch of funky looking little symbols. Now you're going to be going for this little box on the side of the wall. Interact with that. On the far right one, you're going to hit interact once, spin it around once. The middle one, you're going to hit once as well, spin it around once as well. And for the left one, you're going to hit interact twice, 2 times. And with that, we shut down the alarm. And everything disappears for now. Now the home economics key appears, as well as an odd little symbol, token. We have both of those. We go for the door to meet Ji Hyung. We have her key for her. Now, for White Chrysanthemum, we're going to hit next time, do it on your own, right?
No.
We trade her the home economics key for the main building 1 central hallway key. And with that, we can continue onward. Now we continue for these other double set of doors. Unlock that. Open it. Run through, and a cutscene will play. And now the janitor is going to be coming after us. But that's just a cutscene. We meet Sung-ae, who shows us the way to hide away from him. We're going to skip through that. So we're going to hit right. He looks crazy.
That's scary.
Right again. Yeah, you were with So Young earlier today.
You know So-young?
Left. I have something to give So Young.
Oh. Really?
And right, which is don't worry about it, I like being alone. And with that, Ji Hyun's first cutscene is done.
Okay, I'm going to go.
Okay, so now the janitor spawns right out that door, but before we go out it, we're going to pick up the lighter on the table. And you know what, just to be safe, although I really don't need to do it, of course I say that, there's a soy milk and a felt tip pen right through here. Felt tip pen is right behind the door. Soy milk is on this little table right here, and I'll try not to consume it this time. Now we'll be coming back in this room to pick up one of the keys, which is in this lockbox, but before we can get the code for that, we've got to do a few things. Now you can just run right through here, because as I mentioned about the cutscenes, see this door here, we're going to use that symbol we got earlier. Cutscene plays, so even if the janitor's right on you, as soon as you hit that, you're safe. Now you're going to open that. Take it slow for just a minute in case the janitor is behind you. Now I'll start running a little bit. Okay, in here, in the recording room, there's a tranquilizer, which will come in really handy a lot later on. Tranquilizer basically allows you, when you're running and you get really out of breath, as soon as you use that, you're back to normal and you can keep running for another couple minutes. Okay, now we're going to come across a character who, if you haven't played the game before, you will not see this cutscene. This cutscene, you have to have beaten the game with the white chrysanthemum ending, or one of the other two So Young endings beforehand. If you haven't beaten the game before, you will not see this cutscene, so don't be afraid if you're not getting this cutscene in your playthrough. It's nothing wrong. So we just skip through this. Since the dialogue options for this ending don't really matter.
No!
Okay, for some reason that cutscene closes this door, so I just like to open that door in case we have the janitor hot on our rears later on. Okay, we're going to keep running forward. We'll go through this double set of doors. And the next key thing we need, although we can pick up the school coin here for a health item later, is this little note right on the door. This door is locked for now, you can't get through there, so you pick up that note, which basically is telling you that you need to go downstairs where you picked up the ladder and get a tool belt to get the code to get the key for that door. So, yes, it's convoluted. So we're going to just run right back the way we came. We're going to encounter the janitor very soon because he's somewhere in this building and we're basically having to run from one end of it to the other. So at some point our path's going to meet up. You can do one of two things. You can hide in this room, wait for him to go through the stairs, but you know, I say I'm going to not do that, and we will see how much of a nightmare that turns into. Okay, good. We're through this door here. Good, we made it all the way through. That's unusual. I guess we aggroed him and he went back upstairs. Now I'm resting for a second because you could hear I was getting out of breath, and we don't want that to happen when the janitor is right behind us. Okay, see that little toolbox? Pick up the toolkit. Now, you navigate and you'll see the code on there. 4125 is on the bottom of each of the screwdrivers. That's the code we need to get the key. I'm just taking it slow because if I aggro the janitor right here, I'm kind of screwed. He's going to block me, and like a football linebacker, I'm going to have nowhere to go. I thought I heard him for a second. I sure did. He's somewhere. Okay, we're going to hope he doesn't see us, and we're going to close that door like lickety-split. Now that was good luck. The janitor, for some reason when I was running upstairs, he ran upstairs. So normally he's going to be right in this corridor and you're going to have to find a way to avoid him. If that's so, like I say, you can hide in the room where we're going to get the key, where we got the lighter, and wait for him to go up those stairs. Or you can try to run past him and run in one of the two bathrooms and then wait for him to again get past you. So we know it's 4125. So we're going to enter in 4125, and we are going to grab their key, and we are going to go back upstairs again. Now again, I can't emphasize how fortunate and how rare that was that I didn't have to encounter the janitor. You are almost never going to have that happen, so you're going to have to hide from him. Like I say, if you just hide in that room we just came from, you can see him when he goes in the other set of stairs that we just entered, and then you can zoom past him and get the toolkit. You're almost never going to have what I had happen to me happen to you, so don't expect it. That was just really good luck or really bad luck if you want to consider I'm making a walkthrough video and I can't really show you what to expect. Okay, now we're going right back to this double set of doors. It doesn't matter if you run because we're going to open up the doors, unlock it, Then we're going to run right through, even if the janitor's right on you. You've got a cutscene coming here. He's gone. Now, two important things. One, there's a coin here that you can get a health item later on. Two, for the white chrysanthemum ending. There is a white chrysanthemum here. You must interact with that for the white chrysanthemum ending. I skipped through it, but there's a cutscene of a ghost in fact. There's your ghost. Now we're going to just run right back to where we saw the character earlier. Have another cutscene play, which doesn't matter. I'm just going to open those doors because we're going to have to come right back. Keep running down this hallway, a cutscene will play, and we have basically finished this level. Now it's just the boss. Okay, there is So Young for the first time.
I've seen you.
For these, for white chrysanthemum, you want to do left 2 times. So I wanted to return your diary.
So,
Then, well, yeah, I saw Ji-hyun too.
Ji-hyun is here too?
She's going to get taken in the room by the nasty tree creature, and that is our first boss battle for White Day. So we need to pick up this master key for main building 1 first. Let's see. Okay, with that in our possession, we are going to turn around. We're going to go right back where we came from. Okay, now that we're back through these double set of doors, the first room you need to go to is the very first room here. You're going to unlock that with a master key. Might as well turn on your light here. And you're going to pick up the insect repellent at the very back of the room. Okay, not much else in that room. Now, one note, I like to pick this up, although in hard mode we don't have a whole lot of time to kill, but there's an emergency kit right here, which is a full health restore item. And then you're going to go to the third room, which is a gem storage room. Okay, 2 important notes to make note of. I've already got this memorized, but... Oh, and there's a felt tip pen there if you'd like to pick it up. Okay, see these medallions and the tags with the years on it? You've got, what is it, 1983, which has 9, 1986, which has 5, 94, which has 2, and 96, which has 4. You're going to remember those, so it's, what is it, 9, 5, 2, 4, in the chronological order. Then there's going to be this little note on this desk right here. Okay, see the years? You've got 86, which is 5, 83, which is 9, so 5, 9, and then 2, 4, 94, and 96, 2 and 4. So you're just going to rotate left and right, so it'll be 5, 9, 2, 4 is our code. The safe right here. That note is variable, it will not always be the same. So 5924, I believe I said, right? So you're going to put 5, and then you're just going to go left to right, 5, 9, 2, and 4, and hope I did it right. And we did it right. Safe is open. And you have your chemical solvent, which will kill all of our plants. Now, with those 2 items in our possession, we can kill the boss. But there are first 2 items that we have to get, or I mean, there are first 5 plants we have to kill to do that. The first is right here as you come out of the double set doors. So you interact with that, and you kill the plant. Second is right near that in the same room. There are 3 on the upper floor and there's 2 on the bottom floor. But rather than get all 3 on the second floor first, we're actually going to go back down to the first floor because it's a little bit quicker. So you've killed those 2, 2 down, 3 to go. You're going to open up this set of stairs. Go back down to the first floor. And then you're going to go through this double set of doors here, back to where we got the tool kit and the ladder earlier. and there's another plant. Now I'm just going to take the advantage of the time and grab one soy milk while we're here. Just a little bit of a healing item in case I get in trouble later, since I can't expect everything to go quite as smoothly on this run. I hope it doesn't. Else you're not going to have much to watch when it comes to having a hard time with this game and getting stuck, because if everything goes this easy, this could be more of a speed run than it could a walkthrough. Okay, so we're going to go through these doors again, right to near where we got the lighter and the key, and there's the fourth plant, the second of two on this floor. So we've got 4 or 5 plants done. Now we're going to have to go back upstairs. And you're going to go past a little recording room in this cubby here, and there's your 5th plant. Kill that, all 5 plants are dead, and you will hear that there was a mysterious sound, or a terrible sound. After you hear that sound and kill all 5, you're going to run back downstairs and go to like room, I think it's like, what is it, 26, 25? What is this room? No, I'm sorry, it's 2, is it? The only open room. I did not have to open that door. You're going to see this tree creature and you're going to interact with the chest. We're going to skip that scene. Now you're going to have a couple of QuickTime events where you're going to have to follow the dialogue option really fast on your screen. First we have right. You're going to move your dialogue stick, or you're going to move your direction stick to the right. And then you're going to have left. And then that's that boss. You can sit back and watch the rest of the cutscene. Now, fair warning, the janitor is not going to be spawned right now. You are 100% safe until you pick up the little token thing in room 28. So if you want to find all the healing items and all the save items and every item you can possibly muster on this level, then do that now, because you are 100% safe for the time being. There's no danger right now, so go explore every room you want to explore, do whatever you want to do, and let's see, I think 2-1 has a healing item if I'm right, so we'll give you an example. You can just open up all the classrooms. I believe there's something in this room. Yeah, it sure is. Okay, we have a save item, so you can just repeat that with every classroom, and then when you're done getting all of your items to make sure you don't die on the next level, we're going to go back upstairs and we're going to go to room 28. And in 2-8, we're going to pick up the token, which will allow us to advance to the next building. Okay, so the door for this room is not open, but it is unlocked. It's the only one that's also unlocked. Okay, we're going to turn that on. And see this little wood token? You're going to pick that up and you're going to have a cutscene play, which will be with Sung A. Now that we pick this up, the janitor will be back with us as soon as this cutscene plays. Now for White Chrysanthemum, you're going to want to do left, which is So Young's Gone,
What do you mean?
followed by a right, which is that is followed by another left, which is really is So Young really like that.
Yes, she is.
And then this one is absolutely critical. You are going to have to go to where the sound is coming from, because that's the only way you will get So Young's ending. So go to where the sound is coming from. And now with So Young there, you're going to want to do left, which is, are you alright? Are you hurt?
Yeah, I'm fine.
followed by another left, which is there was a piece of wood that looked like a talisman. All I did was put that piece in place.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, and now that that's done, we're going to want to come back out of this recording room. Remember, the janitor will be somewhere. So you might want to take it a little bit nice and easy and not see there he is. But remember, we have a cutscene here. So now you can book it. See, I really almost screwed up there. So you might want to take it a little bit more carefully than what I just did right there, because I almost died. I didn't realize he was quite that close to the door. Normally I have a little bit of a safer moment than that, but I did not that time. So we're going to want to have to use our first real heal item, use our, sadly, emergency kit. Now we have the most annoying cutscene in the game as far as I'm concerned, and you can't even skip this one. I hate that noise. Okay, so two things we're going to want to do in the main building too. First is we're going to want to go through this door right here, this tan door, which is the, what is that? The night duty room. Turn on the light here. Okay. Not much to see here. There is a school coin you can pick up, as well as the lost and found room key, which will come in quite handy later. Second thing, you're going to want to go to the nurse's office. Again, turn on the light. There's another emergency kit right up here. Very important, as that's a full heal item. Second thing you're going to want to do. See this little jacket here? Interact with that. Spin it around. And you're going to see a key, the student department office key. Pick up that key. Now you are going to want to go upstairs. However, beforehand is there not? Yep, there is a felt tip pen here you can pick up. Again, I'm not picking up every item, just what's kind of on the way. If you want to find all the rest of the items, there are plenty of good guides out there to help you on your way. Okay, and there will be a short cut scene here. Principal and counselor. Okay, after that cut scene or little scene, see this picture piece here? You're going to want to pick that up. There's 3 picture pieces we have to pick up. That's one of them. Now you're going to want to go through the double set of doors. Okay, one other thing in here I'd like to pick up, because again, note that the janitor is not spawned right now. You are safe from the janitor to do everything you can do in all the unlocked rooms. There's a tranquilizer in here, which is going to come in handy in the new building when we're having the janitor chase us all around. Okay, now we're going to use that key, the student department office key we just picked up, and unlock this. Okay. Do not turn that light on, because we're going to have the weirdest little puzzle in the world here. There's a felt tip pen if you want to pick it up in the back of the room. Okay, see this little board here? There's a sheet of numbers and symbols here. They're Korean symbols for the number system we use. Now, there's nothing up top of the board, right? Turn the light on. Nothing on the board. Still. Huh, what are we going to do? We got to get in the principal's office, which requires a numerical code. Well, turn your lighter on. Look at what appears. Suddenly we have all these symbols. Now this part that took a lot of people a lot of time to figure out, because in American this makes absolutely no sense. If you know English, this puzzle is the most bizarre thing you're ever going to see. You're going to have no idea what to do unless you consult the guide, but we have consulted a guide and we have played this game through, so we know what we're doing. Now, if you notice, each symbol, the middle symbol is always the same. That's like a minus symbol in English. But on each other side, it changes just a little bit. Like on this side, notice that thing on the top? Well, suddenly it's not there on the right side. Here, you've got 2 diagonal lines missing. Here you've got a single line in the middle missing, and here you've got these two almost apostrophes on each side missing. Well, if we look, well, look, there's one diagonal line is 1, two diagonal lines is 2, the apostrophe-like symbol is 8, and that other weird symbol is 4. So we know that's our code, those 4 numbers. We see that's 4, we see that's 2, we see that's 1, we see that's 8. So it's 4, 2, 1, excuse me, 4218 is our code. It's going to be different for you every time, but that's how you get that code there. Now you're just going to run right back downstairs, and you're going to put in your code, which for us this time was 4218. Right in the principal's office. It's this little keypad right here. 4218. And just like that, we've unlocked it. So unfortunately, it's still a puzzle coming ahead for us. Okay? First things first to note, in between this desk and this chair is a tranquilizer, which the harder the mode you're in, the shorter the time you can run, and the more critical, considering the faster the janitor runs, the more critical having those tranquilizers are. So if you're doing harder hell, pick up every single tranquilizer you can find. Now we're going to go to this desk. We're going to interact with it. I usually do the lights, leave the lights off, because the janitor is going to spawn very quickly, and you would, right after this, and you really do not want the light on to draw his aggro. Okay, once you click on the desk, you're going to click on the left-hand side to these symbols. You're going to want to line up these symbols with the ones on the other side, which I've done it a little bit too often now, so I already know the exact number of times each, and I'll show that to you now rather than have you try to figure it out on your own. You're going to want to hit the one on the far left once. You're going to want to hit the one second from the right once. And then these two, the ones we haven't touched, you're going to want to do 3 times each. See how the symbols are all lining up to be the exact same? And then just like that, the desk drawer is unlocked. You're going to get your videotape. As soon as that finishes, got the videotape, and now you're going to want to go over to the screen and interact with the screen for a cutscene which will spawn the janitor. We're going to skip through that, but we're going to see that the janitor is going to place the student records office or whatever key up on top of that bookshelf, which is what we're going to have to be going after next. So we know that's where we're headed next, which is in the room right after this one. One thing to note, if you sometimes die here getting this key, which is very possible, when you respawn, the janitor is going to be busting down that door trying to get to you, and it'll cause a death loop that there's no getting out of. You can't get past him, nothing you can do, you die, he'll just spawn right there again and kill you again. When that happens, if you go back to the screen, you have to do it lightning fast, because he'll be on you in a second as soon as you spawn. Hit that again when he's coming through the door. It'll respawn him. You'll have that video clip where he sees the camera, and then he'll just bang on the door, but he won't actually come inside of it. So that's a good way to get out of that death loop, which I've encountered a few times playing the game when I've gone to get that key and ended up dying. So now you're going to want to listen. He's never really going to leave this hallway. You're going to have to wait for him to get to the other end of it. Okay, he stopped for a second. You're going to want to hear him jingle jangle a little bit more. See the light? He's right outside that door, so we do not want to open that door yet. Okay, now he's going away from us. And then you're going to want to do this fast as you can. Okay. Now with his back to you, close that door as fast as you can. And then see the key there. Grab that key. Cutscene
Oh, you're
time.
still here? What's
Which this
happening?
cutscene only applies for So Young's mode. If you're doing the Sung A and Jihyun mode, you will not get this cutscene. So let us see. I believe it is left. No, I didn't want to leave because I'm worried about you.
Worried? About.
And again, all these dialogue options are for White Chrysanthemum. Now, you're going to want to follow her closely because I did everything right for White Chrysanthemum my first time through, which the first time I got White Chrysanthemum was actually on Hell mode. And I just ran like mad to the next objective and left her in the dust. And for some reason, I didn't get the White Chrysanthemum ending, so I'm suspecting that you lose points with her if you're not following closely to her. So if you want to get the White Chrysanthemum ending, it's a pain in the neck, but just bear with it and go as slow as possible and stay up with her. And you're safe for right now because the janitor is nowhere in the building. He's despawned at this point, and you're safe for a couple minutes. So you can take all the time in the world and just do what you need to do to get the White Chrysanthemum ending because it's not worth replaying the whole game over again just because of a stupid mistake like that. We're going to skip through that, and we have left option. Yeah, I do now.
I believe it too.
And again, just follow slow, slow, slow. Skip through that. Now, if you ever really get in trouble in this area and the janitor's on you and you still have the lost and found key, if you run down there and open the lost and found room, a cutscene will play that'll despawn the janitor if he's right on you for that time being. So if you need to reset your aggro and you still haven't opened lost and found, that the very end room right there is lost and found, and that's a good way to lose a janitor temporarily if he's right on you and you're close to death. So keep that in mind.
Please move.
Oops, we're in her way. We don't want to tick her off at all. Lady, I'm out of your way. Thank you. Okay, now we will open.
Over here. Let's try it.
Skip through that. Now, right. Do you have any proof?
Don't you think, since we're.
Now, we get the back mask tape automatically, but if you're playing on the Jihyun or Sung A mode, you will have to pick that up manually, so just keep that in mind, that you only get it automatically given to you if you're playing on the So Young mode. And now after that, we're going to want to go over to the little room in here, what is it, faculty lounge, and picked up the science lab key, which we need a little lighter for. Oh yeah, there's a typewriter key there that we'll just pick up while we're here. I'm just curious here, the student office, okay, so now we are going to go to the science lab. And I hope we don't hear the jingle jing. So now we're just going to hide for a second, although I could run past him. I'm not going to do that for this little guide thing. Although when he gets far enough down, I think I just saw his light. When he gets far enough down, we might just make a run for it. And that did not go very awesomely. So now we're going to make that break that we talked about. And that was not very great, was it? I thought I could hide from him there, but oh well. So we're just going to go from the last point over again. Sorry about that, folks. So keep that in mind. He's going to path through that entire room, and you can't hide from him in that room. You're going to have to go back to the other end. Okay, so we're just back to the point where we got the back mask tape. You get to see that all over again. Let's just try and do this the right way this time. What do you think? Rather than open the door and have him be right there, let's just wait and hope he is out of our hair for a minute. Because that's the way you should be playing it if you've never played this game. You really don't want to be having him on your tail and running like mad like I do, since I have played it so often. So let's just be patient for a second, wait for him to get out, and that's the way you should be playing it on your run through. Of course, it's hard to talk and listen for where he is at the same time, so. Okay, it sounds like he's right outside our door. Keep in mind, when he comes through that hallway, he'll automatically close the door on us, so that door that was just opened is going to be closed. So you're going to have to worry about opening that door really fast, trying to get past him. So there's his light, so we know he is literally right outside our room. Now he just aggroed on the door that was open that we just came from. But we opened the door last time when he did that. He was literally right outside our doorstep, so. I cannot have much luck with that, can I? I don't know if that's going to work or not. You know, the ideal option if you're watching this and you're playing your first time through is just to be patient or use one of the bathrooms. Go run in one of the bathrooms, which, you know what, speaking, I haven't shown you how to use the bathrooms yet, but the next time I have a clear shot, I'll, when he's not spawned anywhere, I'll show you what you have to do to kind of set up the bathroom and how to exploit that to the best of your advantage. Because ideally, that's going to be your best shot right there. Is to just run in the bathroom or just be patient, let him be totally out of your hair, and then go for this when he's not aggro on you, because it just doesn't work very well when he's right on your tail like that. And especially if you don't have much experience with the game. It's just not worth it. Far too much of a risk of dying for no real reason. Sounds like he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. So we can continue. So we have entered the science lab, which you have to do, although there's really nothing in here. And you're going to want to go to the music, what is it, music room? Yeah, music room. Could have sworn I just heard him. Okay, so first things first, there's a tranquilizer over here, which I'm obsessively hoarding these right now. That's our fourth one. That should set us up pretty good for the new building. Okay, so remember that picture piece we got earlier? Well, we need to get the two other ones. First, you come in this music room. After you go, you have to first unlock the science lab or whatever first, or else this room won't be unlocked. So just go in the science lab, do absolutely nothing in there, maybe get away from the janitor, and then come straight to the music room. As soon as you come to the music room, this piano will be playing. Turn your lighter on. You hear that little jingle jangle? Well, you're going to want to duplicate that jingle jangle. So listen for the keys. Okay, that's our first key. We could hear that. You're going to want to hit the key that you heard the first time, and then you're going to want to go down one. Then you're going to want to go up two, and then you're going to want to go up one more, and then you're going to want to go down one. And then that's your key. That's your key, the chord that you were playing. You're going to want to pick up the key, the piano bench key. Open the piano bench, but of course. And get picture piece number, I think this is 1, even though it's our second piece. Quick thing to note on this piece, there's actually a code on the back. If you look at that code, it's what, 4617. That code is what we're going to use to get the piece number 3, which is actually back here in the music supplies room. So you go to the music supplies room. There's a little lock on the door, and I said, what did I say? No, I forgot. It's 4617. It looks like 4617. Unlock that, and then you're going to go to the back of this room, and then there's your third and final picture piece. But of course, what do you do with all 3 of those picture pieces? They're really doing you no good sitting in your inventory. Well, you're going to have to go back down, back facing the janitor again, but back down to the second floor, and you're going to want to go to the counselor's office B. There's a picture frame in... Shit, he is right there too, isn't he, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, so, you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity and show you how the bathrooms work by getting aggro on him when he passes through here. I open that door to get aggro. Okay. Okay, so we just made it through there. You got to keep opening and closing these doors behind them. The doors. Okay, so now, see? We're going in the bathroom, going in the stall, and you can see under the stall when he comes. Boom. You're safe. So the bathrooms serve as a great way to escape from the janitor whenever he's aggro on you. You just cannot enter the stall when he has line of sight on you. If he can see you enter into that stall, it's no safety. He'll just come at you and kill you while you're in the stall. So you have to make sure he cannot see you as you go inside that stall, or else it's a moot point. So now you have to just kind of wait for him to clear out for a bit, and then we're going to go straight ahead to the first room on the right, to that counselor's office. Matter of fact, we have a cutscene coming up because we, fortunately, being the good player that we are, haven't used the Lost and Found key yet. So, you know, we could really aggro on him and reset his spawn with that Lost and Found key, but we'll try not to do that. I just snuck past him. He was right there, but we just snuck right on past him. And now you want to put the picture in the picture frame, and we find out, oh, we need a vase. Well, where could that vase be, you must wonder. Well, I think I just told you that, but it's in the Lost and Found room. So that's our next objective, which is to go straight towards the other end of this hallway. So we're going to have to wait for him to clear out for a minute. I didn't hear him leave, but...
Doing okay?
Uh-huh. Nope, still there at the other end.
Did I get you anything?
No. So we're just going to keep waiting for him to clear out. There, I hear his jingle jangle coming, so it won't be much longer. You might even be able to see when he opens that door. Yeah, there he is right outside. And there's a door that just opened and closed. And we're gonna run like hell, ladies and gentlemen, and do that little trick that I just told you about. And just like that, the cutscene gets rid of him. Okay, there's a couple things here. Felt tip pen. And the vase. Inside the vase is a remote, which we need to go back to the music supplies room. Now we're going to have to go back to the third floor, to the music supplies room, in order to pick up the art room key. So let's hope this doesn't turn into too much of a nightmare. Wow, that actually worked. Sometimes you just get lucky, and sometimes you're just that good. I'm not sure which one that was, but as you can kind of see, if you play this game without fear, you're going to have a lot easier time, because if you're playing with trepidation every second, he's going to kill you more often than not. But if you just go for it and suck it in, you're going to get lucky sometimes, like I just got there, where he actually went in the second room where I just came from, since I never ran to cause him to generate aggro on me. He just came where I'd come from, I went right up the stairs, and we were safe. So now we have the art room key. We're going to need to go to the art room, which is on the 4th floor, so this building is almost done with, at least. And we are going to hope we don't generate aggro from him. Good, we're safe to go. There will be a couple more cutscenes up here, so even if he's right on your tail, which he's not on ours, we'll just leave that open. You're good, because as soon as you hit right here, you have a cutscene, which we'll skip. Another cutscene, skip. Get the soy milk. Go in the art room. Shit, he's right on us too. We'll use another cutscene to our advantage, and we have the boss for the main building too, the big baby. Now, we'll see the statue fall, which is in Lost and Found rooms, so we're going to have to go right back down to the 2nd floor. After we go and pick up that little clay-fired doll, we're going to have to bring it back up to the art room, fire it in the kiln, and then you're going to have to take the kiln-fired doll and go back to the 3rd floor science room, cool it in a dripping faucet, and then you take it to the baby, and then that's the boss fight for main building 2. You have to do a couple of quick QTE, quick time events, but other than that, that is main building 2, and then we have just one building left. So there is your fire kiln doll, or whatever the heck they call it. Now that you pick that up from Lost and Found, like I said, we return to the art room. The whole building comes down around us. You can hear my heartbeat thumping in my chest as I run out of breath. Okay, here's our art room. Let's go ahead and turn on the light. There is our kiln. We'll open the door there, wait for it to fire itself up. Here's our fired clay doll, which we have to take down to the science room. And again, this building right now is completely safe from the janitor. He is nowhere to be found. He never is during these boss fights. So you're going to want to go to the, the 2nd from the back, or 2nd from the right, 3rd from the left. And it's a dripping faucet that you set the clay fire doll in. And then you have to pick this doll up manually. It doesn't return to your inventory automatically like you might think it would. So you pick up the finished clay doll. And then you go back up to the art room on floor 4. And then you give the clay fired doll and cool doll to the baby. Let's see, we can pick up the felt tip pen. And there's this cool coin right here. Pick that up too while we're at it. And then you have to interact with the baby's hand to hand him the doll. Quick time event where you have to shake your remote, and then you have to go either left or right. In this case it was left. Now he's going to toss him the little fired doll of his mother. And that's boss battle number 2. And you have to go in this room and pick up the next wood token, or not wood token, but what is it? Earth token. Which will get us to the new building. Now return to the second floor with the Earth token in your possession. And on the second floor, this is the door that you have to put the token in to advance. So, of course, you're going to want to go after So Young for the White Chrysanthemum ending. Now, one thing to note for the White Chrysanthemum ending, and I'm going to try to do it here, you must have a coffee in your inventory, which requires 1 school coin. Okay, so we now have the coffee. I think I'm just going to try to get 1 soy milk. Note the janitor is back now, so I don't have a whole lot of leeway to be doing this. Okay, we've got a few soy milk, so we should be good to go now. Now we can advance to the new building, so... But you must have the coffee in your inventory in order to get the White Chrysanthemum ending, or else you won't be able to offer it to So Young in the new building during a cutscene. And without that coffee, you don't have your White Chrysanthemum ending. Okay, so we have a cutscene. So Young. Are you going to want to do left for White Chrysanthemum? Are you worried about Ji Hyun?
Well, yeah, I'm worried.
Another left. I just want to help you.
Tell me, why are you so nice to me? Alright, deny it all.
Another left. Well, I'm glad I'm being helpful at least.
Don't be too nice.
That's the end of that. And now you just basically have to move just a little bit to cause the next cutscene where she finds this little room here.
Let's take a break and...
She takes a break. You'll see her sitting down. Now for White Chrysanthemum, and this is critical, you must interact with her while she's sitting there. So, otherwise nothing will happen. So interact with her while she is sitting there.
Oh. Is that for me?
You're offering her the coffee right now, which you have to have in your inventory. You must have that coffee in your inventory at this point, which requires 1 of the school coins. So without that, you do not get your ending. She'll still be sitting down. You'll interact with her another time, where she's going to go on and on. You want to give her back the diary. That is important. So you'll hit left, followed by another left. I'm Heeman Lee. It's nice to meet you. And then that's that. Once she's standing, there's no more interactions necessary. In the back of this room, might as well pick it up now, there's a soy milk. So again, you're safe from the janitor right now. You can kind of do whatever you want to do in this little portion that's not presently locked. Here's one good tip to do. is to open all these bathrooms right now while you're safe, just in case you need them. You know, open the bathrooms, open the stalls, so that if necessary and the janitor's right on your tail, you can just run right in there and you don't have to take the extra 3-second delay to open all the doors. Now we're going to want to go back downstairs to get the yellow key card, which we have to progress any further. First, I'm going to just go upstairs for a sec, pick up another tranquilizer, which makes 5, which will be more than we could possibly need, and she's currently in my way. Okay, here's his history room. An automatic cutscene plays. You're going to want to hit left. Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt? And you have your yellow key card automatically in your inventory. During the Jihyun and Sung-ae playthrough, you will have to pick up the yellow key card. It'll be right there on that little table over there. And again, for the reason I said in the main building too, keep pace with her, because I think you lose favor with her if you're not following her closely. And since you want to get your white chrysanthemum ending and not have to play the whole game over again, it's probably something you want to take an extra couple minutes to do. A couple extra minutes to follow her slowly, or a couple extra hours to play it all over again. I think it's a pretty easy choice. Okay, this is by far the hardest of all the levels of this game. Janitor is going to be right on your tail constantly. You need to know what you're doing, or you are going to be in a lot of trouble, because you don't have any room for error here. Okay, before we advance, open these 2 yellow doors. One is the language lab, and then this is what, the computer lab, I think? No, the art studio. So unlock that door. You have to unlock all the yellow key card or red key card doors on this level as soon as you get the key cards. Just open those so that, you know, whatever you need in here, whenever you need to reach them, they're open and available to you. Okay, wait for her to come back to us, and then we will open this, and the janitor will be right back with us again.
It's this door.
Okay, and we will go through.
Take a look up there. Is that a key?
Okay, let me try to explain. That's the end of the cutscenes there, and we're good to go. So the next thing we need to do is we need to go down to the first floor. Unfortunately, that's where the janitor is right now. We use the yellow key card, and you see that dance studio? Well, that's where we need to go. We need to have the dance, the yellow key card, and we need to take the CD, interact with the boombox down there in order to fight a mini-boss battle in which you'll get the red key card. After you're finished with the dance studio, you're going to go up to the 4th floor, and you see near where the resource center is, well, there's going to be a little fuse box there where you're going to need to change from, you're going to need to turn the light power off, take the fuse out of light, put the fuse over to power, and then turn on the power switch. And then you'll go into the resource center. There's an air conditioner, and you will turn the air conditioner on. Get a little yellow placard that's on top of a bookshelf. Unlock a door, go inside that door, see a mini cutscene, and get a little yin-yang symbol, which after that, and this is important, you must, in order for the final boss battle for this level, you must go back to that little fuse panel, turn off the power switch, take the fuse out of the power and put it onto the alarm, and then leave it like that for the final boss battle, and then you'll go back down to the first. We'll get to that one. time comes. But so that's what we're going to be doing right now. We're going to be trying to get to the first floor first of all, and then after that, we're going to be going to the fourth floor. So let's see how that goes. Unfortunately, the janitor spawns on the first floor, and that's where we need to go right now. So let's see how that goes. Duck down. There he is. And again, there's a cutscene in this dance studio, so, you know, if you can unlock that door in time. If you can unlock that door in time and make it to that little boombox, the cutscene will reset everything, so it's just a matter of timing, and it's a very close one to do, so it's not something easy to do. Your best bet is probably to wait until he goes up to the second floor and try to sneak past him. You know, honestly, I don't think I've done it lately where I haven't just used that cutscene, so I'm not 100% sure which is the best way to be doing this legitimately. You know, one advantage you have is there's a lot of space in between you and him right here, so if you got him aggro on you right here, he runs up the stairs, you can try to sneak around him. And in fact, let's try that right now. Okay, we're gonna watch which way he goes. He's going that way, we're going this way. Okay, see him go, see him go. There you go, that's how you do it. That is how you do it. You're gonna run like the lickety-split. Open that. And then boom, boombox. That's how you do that. Okay, now with this mini battle, in the mirror there are going to be two speakers, two possible positions. You have to look in the mirror and try to match up the position of the speakers with what you see in the mirror. So like right here, see they're both on the front? See how the two speakers are on the front right now? Well, that's... oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Just use a bit of health right here. Okay, so we have the back and the middle on that side. Boom, just like that. And you have to do that 3 times, so we've done it twice. Now they're both in the front. Shit. And then that's that little mini boss battle. Now you're going to want to pick up the yellow key, or I'm sorry, the red key card. And now, like I said, you're going to want to have to try to run up to the 4th floor. Okay, we're going to use a bit of a trick here, folks. It's called a cutscene trick, and this is... oh, shit. Okay, there's 5 rooms that you have to turn all the lights on later in the game, and then do a fuse or whatever. It's 3-1, 3-5, 3-8, 3-10, 3-12. To get up here to the 4th floor, go to 3-12, open the door, run in it, cutscene. He's immediately lost aggravation. That's how you get from the dance studio to the 4th floor. Always do that trick. Always, always, always. Just get his aggro on you, run into 312, and then back the heck out of that room. And just like that, you've lost aggro on him. He's gone somewhere else. you can safely run up to the 4th floor. Let's go and unlock the reading room, just in case we need all these rooms unlocked. But yeah, always use that trick when you're wanting to go to the 4th floor in this part of the game. Just always, always, always use it. Might be a little bit cheap to do that, you know, might be unintended by the developers, but it is the easiest and really the only realistic way for you to do that without wasting 20 minutes trying to play peekaboo with the janitor. And trust me, that is no fun whatsoever. So just unlock these 3 sets of the rooms. And then here's that promised fuse panel thingamajigger that I mentioned. Okay, see how it's on light right now? You're going to want to turn that off of light, take the fuse out, put it to power, and turn the power switch on. 1 second. Yeah, that's good. And now you're going to want to go into the resource center. Okay, there's your air conditioning unit. And then there's the little placard that you have to pick up off the floor. What do they call that? Library rules plaque. Pick that up off the floor. Okay, now with that off the floor, do it now. And turn the power off, take the fuse out of power, put it to security alarm, and because he respawns on the 4th floor after that little air conditioner trick, so. In fact, we just got his aggro on us, so we're gonna have to wait for him to clear out. There he is. There he is. And then there he is. Okay, now we've unlocked that. And there's a minor little cutscene right here. Okay, now for Ji-hyun, we're going to want to do left. Okay, calm down.
Do not tell me to...
Left again. You know something, don't you?
I don't know. I don't know.
And then you're going to want to pick up the much aforementioned yin yang token. And then we have in the what is it, the music appreciation room, we have a cutscene. So what we can do here Okay, and we are going to run down, run down, run down. And now I'm going to take the opportunity to turn on 3 5's light. We turned on 3 1's light earlier, as a matter of fact. In fact, I think I'm going to just waste you know what, we're going to just go for it all right here. Okay, so we turned on 3 8 light. I'm just going to use a tranquilizer, but let me also show you. See, 3 1, 3 5 on the second floor, 3 8, 3 10, and 3 12 on the third floor. Those are the 3 lights that we want, or the 5 lights that we want to do here. And now we're going to run back down to the, what did I say it was? The dance floor or music appreciation room, whichever it is. So we have all 5 lights turned on. Now I'm going to need a blue key card, and with those 5 lights, I'm going to run into that electrical room, and on the right hand side of the switch, there's going to be a little switch, but I'll show you why I'm doing this now in a minute. Okay, so here is our music appreciation room. There he is. It's unlocked. Just run in here, run down, and there's a cutscene. He's out of the picture for now. Now, you're going to have to find her and burn her with that yin-yang symbol each time. What I've noticed is if you let it linger on one side of the room, she'll never spawn on that side of the room. So just let it linger on this side of the room, and then you know that when the time comes to spawn, she's not going to be on that side of the room. So see, like right now, boom. Okay. And just like that, you burn her up. Okay, now we need to get the drive belt out of here. Now we're going to have to hurry because we don't want him turning out any of those lights upstairs that we just turned on. That would really suck. Now, we're going to have to go back to the language room, language lab. Okay, and quick. You're going to play that tape, and you're going to get a cutscene. So make sure he's not too close behind you, or else he'll hit you and interrupt this little tape. Assuming you did what I just did right there and have a little bit of space in between you, this will happen. Cutscene, reset. Now, this is why you wanted to turn all 5 of those lights on. First, let's go through this. We'll have to hit right, which is who are you?
I'm the nighttime teacher.
Followed by another right. Then why don't you leave here? I wish I could do that. You're going to get your blue key card. Now watch this. Only with the So Young path. Only with the So Young path. The other path, this doesn't happen. You go outside, cutscene.
I can't find any clues.
Okay, you're gonna want right, which is why did she kill herself?
I'm not really sure.
Now here's why. Look at that. You're gonna respawn. If you've got all 5 of those lights on, he's on the other side. You just got your blue key card. That means you can run down here while he's on half the auditorium away from you. Open that puppy up. Turn on your lighter really fast. And then boom, you just got your key. Only can do that on the So Young path, but it is always important, if at all possible, to have all 5 of the lights on before you get the blue key card, so that when that cutscene happens and it transports you into the middle of the new building and he's on the other side of it, that you have all 5 lights, so you can just run right down to this electrical room and then turn on the power, and boom, you have your key just like that. Okay, we're going to leave that for a minute to pick up the key, because oh shit. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Okay, we're going to have to do 4 clocks. So in the Earth Science Lab, what you need Blue's key card to do, there's going to be 4 different clocks that you have to do. The Earth Science Lab has the Greenwich Mean Time, which is set for 6. You can't change that clock. So we have to go in this room and basically see what that clock is set for. And then after we see what time that clock is set for, you go to the art studio, the computer lab, and the occult club down on the first floor. And like the art studio, I think, is Russia, which means you have to put the clock 3 hours ahead of what you found in the Earth Science Lab. We found 6 o'clock in the Earth Science Lab. That means the art studio will be 9 o'clock. The computer lab, which is Beijing, China, is +8. So that means you would set that for 2 p.m. And then the occult club is -3, which would mean 3 o'clock. So there's a note somewhere around here. It's not worth finding for me right now, but there's a note that tells you the 3 times that you have to set it for. But see here how you have a picture of Moscow. Like I say, we know that's +3, so you set that for 9. And here is going to be Beijing. Shit. I'm going to have to use emergency. Ah, hell, I died. Oh, okay, well, this shows me an important point anyway. There's a death loop here, which is really hard to get out of. But if you died, like right here, and you respawn in the electrical room, watch. He will come at you barreling that electrical room. So it works out just as well, because like the death loop in the principal's office in main building 2, this is the other main real bad death loop that you can get into. Basically, what you have to do is you just have to run like night and sneak past him right there, and just, the only thing you can do is turn around as soon as you spawn, run like the devil, and try to not sneak past him, but to run past him. And otherwise, you're going to get caught in a death loop right there. Okay, we're gonna use our emergency kit. Okay, so now let's see what time we have. Oh, this makes it really easy. Okay, so we have 12, so that means Russia is going to be 9, China is going to be 8. Oh. That's right, it's +3, I'm sorry, +3. Let me just see if I can find that little note. Yeah, I don't see that note right now. Take my word for it, it's +3, +8, and then -3, I believe. If not, I know which one to fix. So you need to go for those 3 different clocks in the Earth Science, which is the static, which is the Greenwich Mean Time, the Art Studio, Computer Lab, and then here in the Occult. Yeah, so, and the Occult is -3, which for 12 was 9. You do both of those things, and then you're going to get your little dowel rod thing. Let me just heal myself for a sec. Okay. Pick up the new building rooftop key, which allows us to get to the swimming pool thing. Might as well pick up our emergency kit. I don't see him, but who cares? Okay, and now you're gonna want to run like mad. And now run for the rooftop, the 4th floor. We're on the 2nd floor now, that's 3rd floor. This will be the 4th floor. Use the key, unlock the door, cutscene. Okay, now see you have these little dowel rod things? When the dowel rods are crossed like that, it means if you walk any further, you're going in the water. When they're apart like that, it means you're safe. So basically what you need to do is find the path through here. And see this little fish creature swimming? You need to avoid it as well. So it's on the right side, the initial path. You're going to make us go straight, then wait until they cross, then you're going to turn left, go straight, turn right, go straight, turn left, go straight, turn left, go straight, turn right, go straight. Okay, she just got me, so I'm gonna have a... Here, it's important enough that I want to do the whole run through without her interrupting us, so you can see exactly what you need to do. So I'm just moving backwards so we can just do it from scratch. Okay, just reset our health. Okay, now let's see, where is it? Okay, looks like the other end right now. So you're going to go straight from there, turn left, turn to the right, and then turn to the left, and from there turn to the left again. But let's first find out, okay, there it is. Turn to the right, turn to the right, turn to the right, turn to the left, turn to the left, turn to the right, turn to the left, turn to the right, and you're across. That's how you do that. And then there will be a school coin, and we need to turn the valve here. So let's grab the school coin first for no real reason, but it's there and it's in our way. Turn the valve, and we drain the swimming pool. We skip through that scene. And now there will be another little token that we have to pick up. What is this, a water token? Yeah. Okay, now we're going to go back where we came from, and we need to go to the second floor where we saw the place to put the token, where we can move on to the auditorium. Unfortunately, the janitor kind of spawns right near here on the other side of the door, so you can't start running quite yet. Usually when you go through this door, start running now, you're fine to run. And you're going to go to the second floor. And you're going to go right for where that token needs to go. Hit interact. And you will have a cutscene. There's a bit of a mini-boss battle here. Your nasty mother character who chases you. This is why you had to put the fuse over to the alarm earlier. Because that's right where we're running for right now, is to go hit that switch with the fuse panel for the alarm to drive her insane like it did before, earlier in the game. So we're running all the way around. Long as you just keep hitting the run button, she can't chase you. Just run around here, run to the fuse panel. That's right where you're headed. It's directly to that fuse panel. Boom. You're going to have a couple of quick QTE, quick time events. So left for us, although it can be random. Maybe this one isn't random, but it's worth waiting and being patient. So left, right, and then just like that, the alarms come on, and she goes over the edge.
Hey, what's going on? I heard something fall. The woman is...
So here you go right, which is it's not my fault.
Who said it was?
And there is no janitor, so if you wanted to take a couple minutes and get all the items from this area, you can, but there's no real reason to, because there's only one little area coming up that you can die at or really get any damage from, so. But no janitor, so feel free to explore this new building as much as you like right now before you advance to the auditorium, which is where we're headed to right now. Okay, so this is where you start in the auditorium. Turn on your little lighter. Go around this bend. You can look out and see the auditorium and the little net down there. You're going to want to go in this little projection booth area. So this is where you're headed for, a projection booth. And you're looking for that little switch right there to turn on the lights. Interact with it. There's your lights. Oh, we can see someone on the stage. So that's our next objective, is to go down there to the stage. So run down. And you have to go on the right-hand side over here. Plus there's also a school of coin, a little vending machine, and a save point here that you can use before your final boss battle. You're going to have a cutscene where you see all these events and stuff going off. You keep going, go through here. You're going to look for this green door on the right. You're going to enter it. You're going to go in the back of this room and look for this little switch panel. And then this third one from the left or the second from the right, you're going to interact with that, which will unlock these doors right here. That's a necessary step. Then you're going to go back through, continue on and go through those doors that we just unlocked. Wow, looks great, you think to yourself, right? Nothing wrong there, just a nice little gymnasium with a little net. Well, let's go play some volleyball or something, right? Nope. Not quite so simple as that, although you should be expecting some difficulty or headache if you're used to White Day by now, but of course, the auditorium catches on fire. That makes sense, right? Whatever are we to do? Why? Become a member of our local White Day Fire Department and look for the nearest set of fire extinguishers. Do we need just one fire extinguisher? No. Do we need two? No. We need 3 fire extinguishers. So, you run for the back of this little building here. On the right-hand side, let me show you on the map where I am. Okay, see near the storage room in the back? That's where the first fire extinguisher is, type A. Then, you're going to turn around. You're going to run back. You're going to run around. And you're headed for the boys' locker room and shower room. So, you're going to go through this door here. You're going to go forward and you're going to spawn a quick time event. Which is always to the left. So it always is left that you have to press. Once you're through that, the fire is still there, so you need to move really close and then interact with the fire to use your fire extinguisher to put out the fire. And once the fire has been put out, wait, because you see those lingering flames? Well, if you move, even when you don't see any flames, right after the last flame goes out, you'll still damage yourself. So just wait a couple of seconds. It's worth not having to use a healing item. Then from there, you see there was a soy milk and there was a fire extinguisher type B. Then you're going to go back in the auditorium again. Now this is where you might do something a little bit different from what you see other guys. I don't know how everybody else does it, to be honest with you. Okay, wait, we need her to reset. I went too close. Okay, see, when she goes back, here's what we're going to do. You see where it says the storage rooms again? We're going to run to the fire there before we pick up the last fire extinguisher. So see, we're going to run to the back here and hurry up, get close, interact, put out that fire. Now once that fire has been put out, spin around, avoid her, then go out the left-hand side of this building to the girls' locker room. Then go forward another QTE. This one is random. It can be either right or left. This time it was left. Then go forward, interact, put out your last fire. And wait a second for the fire to go out again. Okay, pick up your final fire extinguisher. Neat little trick. There's an emergency kit in the back of the girls' shower room. You can pick that up if you need it. Where am I going? Now remember we put out the fire in this main auditorium. We're going to go back there. We're going to spawn another QTE by going near that door that we turned away from last time. See the door? QTE. We press right. Another sudden flame burst. And then you're going to run forward, interact with those blue flames, and put those blue flames out. Then there's going to be a valve handle that we have to pick up from the floor. See, even with the flames out, you can still get damaged by them. I'm just going to heal real fast, so I just wanted to show you that. There you go. See, now we have the valve handle. We're going to go back to the left-hand side where the girls' locker room was, except we're going in the other direction. Or we're going forward this time. Back to the green room and the stage area, where there is this that coincidentally is missing a valve handle. And what do we have? We have a valve handle. So we're going to put that in, screw it, and extinguish the flames throughout the entire building. Skip through these cutscenes of the flames going out. Okay, now this is where it starts. You can see So Young up there. Here is a fire token. Pick up that to advance. Important step here for the White Chrysanthemum ending. Just leave her alone. Don't go up to her, don't talk to her, don't interact with her, just leave her be. Pick up the fire token, and then you go out the sets of double doors. Go back to where we came from and go back upstairs, kind of like we're going to the projection booth area. You can save here if you like. And in fact, if you're going for the trophies and whatnot, you can save here and get different endings. Like save right now for So Young, then you get your first the White Chrysanthemum ending, and then you can load your save, go back, and then just keep interacting with her and basically annoy her and lower her favor towards you, and you can get another ending, the Ivy ending, and then you can get the third ending with her, the Hyacinth ending, by not picking her up in the labyrinth area. So if you make a save right here, you can actually get multiple endings for just one playthrough, so that's an important tip to note. And like with So Young, you can get 3 different endings right here for just doing all this work once. So it's useful to make a save here if you're a trophy hunter or you're looking to witness multiple endings for White Day yourself. So you put the fire token in and skip through these cutscenes. And now you're going to load the labyrinth area, which there's no enemies, there's no janitor, there's no damage, you just have to run. So I'll show you how to do this. So you see this orange token? You have to pick up 5 tokens in order. The first is this orange token. You'll pick up the orange token, and then you're just going to run straight past where you get the orange token. And you're going to keep running for maybe, 90 seconds or so. So you're going to keep running back, keep running. And then you're going to make a right. And then you're going to keep running past this long section here. And then let's see, you're going to make a right.
Hello, Mrs. Hahn?
Past this curvy area.
It's me.
I believe it's a left.
Sunrise, Mom.
No, sorry, it's a right.
I'm sorry I haven't called
Now you
sooner.
see here, let's just show you real fast. There's this green token.
Well, now young
There's
lady
also a
takes
white
good care
token
of
here,
someone,
but
you
you
know?
can't pick it up. I can't because the barrier of power must be restored first.
Yes.
So we have to
My
pick them
daughter's
up in
so
order.
fragile,
So there were
you
2
know.
more
I'm
tokens
always
that we have to
thankful
pick
that
up
Nayan looks
eventually.
after her.
First, you're going to continue on. You're going to get the yellow
Oh,
token
please.
here.
Don't say that.
Once you have the yellow
Why don't
token,
we have a
you're
dinner
going to
party with the
turn
kids
around
sometime?
and you're going to go back to that white token that we saw. The white one is really
Okay.
easy to miss. Just remember when you see that bright green, you're almost at the white token. There's a white token.
Hey, Nayan,
So now we have
look
3
at
of the
me.
5 tokens. Now we're going to go back to near where that
So
yellow
grateful
token
to you.
was and continue on
It must be hard for you
for
to
about
study and stay with me
45,
all the
60
time.
seconds.
But it
So
really
here's where
helps
we
me.
picked up the yellow token. You're going to go straight
Come on. Don't just laugh. Say something.
and then curve around here, make a left when it dead ends, make a right here,
Nayan,
and then make another
where are
right,
you? Quit playing and come out.
make a left,
Fire!
then you're going to make a right,
Nayan!
followed by another quick right, and then here's your last token. I'll use a tranquilizer really fast. So here's the blue and 4th out of 5 tokens. So now we've seen all 5 tokens. We just have to go back and get the 5th. So we picked up the blue, the 5th, the 4th token. You're going to turn around. That's the blue token. Turn around, make a left, and just go right back the way we came. Make another left.
My daughter's in there!
Keep going down this long area.
Get out of the way! Please let me through! No! Let go of me! Suga! Suga!
You're going to make a left.
Oh, no! Suga!
Another left.
Suga! Oh, God!
Make a right.
Hello? Anyone there? Mom?
See, and then you're from there, you're going to make a left.
Mom!
And then you'll see the green token all the way in the back.
See anything? Mom!
Pick up the green, 5th and final token,
Mom!
and we're almost done. Skip past that. Skip past that. Okay, turn around when you're in this little area. Pick her up to get the white chrysanthemum ending. See how there's 3 different lines of things? Go to the left-hand side. There's one missing right here. Once you pass there, go to the middle row of those blocks, because there's another one missing on the left-hand side, and just advance until you hit the white light. But to follow, that's on, go on the left of the 3 rows of blocks until you pass the one that's missing. Go in the center of the 3 rows of blocks and go straight on through to morning, and then you just got yourself the white chrysanthemum ending. And then that's White Day. That is all of White Day. For the most prestigious and rarest of the 7 endings, white chrysanthemum, that is exactly how you get it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I hope you enjoyed this with all the little tips and shortcuts that I've kind of picked up playing this game for, what, about 12 or 13, probably about 14 or 15 times now, and on the road to getting the Platinum Trophy. That's White Day, white chrysanthemum ending. We'll move past that, see what our time was. That's not too bad. White Day on hard mode for White Chrysanthemum ending, 146. It's not a bad time. And you can see our ending list. See, you have to play every single ending on every single difficulty. So you have to play, what is that, 8 times 5, that's 40 for the normal endings, and then there's 2 special endings that you have to play another 5 difficulties. So that's 50 times you have to play this game through to get the Platinum Trophy. And you can see we've gotten it, 8 times 4, that's 5. So we've played it 35 times so far, and that's not including the multiple times like with this video, or other times where I've messed up or done something over again, like to get all the 7 figurines that we did earlier, which you can see. We got all 7 figurines. We got all the ghost stories, all 20 ghost stories and ghosts. And we even have all the bonus costumes, except for the G-Men, who is the last thing that I have to do for the ending. So again, that's White Day, White Chrysanthemum. I hope this guide has proven helpful to you. This is not an easy game, but once you kind of get the broad strokes down, it can become a whole lot easier as you become more comfortable with it. Hopefully this has shown you a couple tricks like the cutscenes, and how to deal with the new building, the 5 different lights you have to turn on when you're playing So Young's Path. I kind of think that's the really the only logical way to do that part. I mean, because you spawn right after you get the blue key, right where you need to be to run downstairs to the electrical room. So rather than try and do everything all at once or save it until the point where you actually need to do it, a little bit of preparation, you can make things a whole lot easier on yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this video walkthrough. And might I add, a live video walkthrough, no editing, no preparation, no saving and cutting video clips. This was from beginning to end, live and broadcast on YouTube. Have a good night, enjoy,